Well, just after making it down to the National Stud and Japanese Gardens in County Kildare, it's about a 60-mile drive from where I live. It takes about an hour and 10 minutes to drive down here. So, yeah, so the National Stud is to do with horses, right? So, and the Japanese Gardens is, as it says, is a Japanese garden. So, let's come along and we'll have a look. So this is Conan William Hall Walker. He was the founder of the National Stud. Well, going back, he became a leading breeder of the decade, assembling an impressive band of foundation brood mares. In a 10 years period from 1904 to 1914, there were 7 classic winners bred at Tully, including Minoro, Derby and 2,000 guineas, Prince Palatine, St Leger and Ascot Gold Cup and Cherry Lass Oaks and 1,000 guineas, an incredible record. His love of Eastern culture also led him to establish our impressive Japanese gardens, the first of its kind in Europe. So there you are. So in 1915 he gifted Tully Stud and all its stock to the Crown, and this land subsequently became the Irish National Stud. So there you go. All down to this man here, this sculpture. This guy here. Fair play to you. Good man. So this sculpture here is called Sea of Stars, and the sculptor's name was Anthony Scott, and it was commissioned in 2011. I just reading off the thing here. It's saying that the man that originally owned this place, called Conan William Hall Walker, right, who believed in astrology and insisted on roof lights in the stables, inviting the celestial influence, right? Despite his theory being discredited by his associates, he achieved incredible breeding success, epitomised by a particular colt named Minoro. This colt foaled in 1906, won the 2,000 guineas and Epsom Derby in the colours of King Edward VII. The occasion remains the only time a reigning British monarch has led in the Derby winner. And exactly 100 years later, 2006, another colt born here emulated Minoro, once again winning the 2,000 guineas and Epsom Derby. His name was See the Stars. This sculpture here is called Invisible Spirit. I think it's a fantastic sculpture. I mean, people who can sculpt sculptures like that have amazing talents, don't you think? I think so anyway. Amazing talent. So this is the Sun Chariot Yard, and the reason why it was called the Sun Chariot Yard, because I'm just reading it off this here. It's saying this yard was named in honour of the legendary racehorse Sun Chariot, who was born here in 1939, carrying the colours of King George VI. She famously won the British Fillies Triple Crown in 1942, which consisted of the 1,000 guineas, the Oaks and the St Leger. Now, I'm not really into horse racing at all, but this is a beautiful place, and I love horses actually. I love them. So there are 31 stables here in the yard, and they house pregnant mares in the breeding season. And then the foals are moved to a unit when they are about to give birth. That's obviously where you feed the horses in there. Drinking water in here, and Another feeder over there. Yep. It's just shown there the birth of a foal. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here is the 5-star creme de la creme stables for the top horses. I mean, just look at that there. I mean, my own house at home wouldn't be as good as it. It's amazing what you get when you're a top horse. Just doing a little bit more reading here about these stables here. These are for the creme de la creme. They are for the Stallions, right? And as I said, the man that originally owned this place, Conor Walker, right? He believed in astrology. And when you look inside each of these stables, you'll see windows, like window lights, you know, to look up at the stars, right? He was way into astrology and the breeding of the horses. But anyway, I'm just reading over here about this place. It's saying that these stallion boxes were the original innovation of the founder, Conal Hall Walker, right? And the essence of his theory was that the stars a horse was born under could materially influence its performance on the racecourse, hence the skylights which open up the universe to our stallions. Stallions' names, pedigrees and performances are detailed on the brass plates. The stallions will cover mares in the Northern Hemisphere breeding season, which commences from the 15th of February and ceases in the 15th of July. So I'll just look over here, right? Now, these are all horses, obviously. So if you wanted to get your horse serviced, right, by one of these stallions here, right, this is mad, right? So Invincible will cost you €100,000. Phoenix of Spain will cost you 15,000. Free Eagle will cost you 12,500. Decorated Knight 9,000, right down to 1,000. So that's the horse business, people. So like, let me just see now. Look in one of these stables. I'll show you what I mean. Now, right, look. Okay, so Free Eagle. Right, so look. Like this is a stable for a stallion, right? I mean, look at it. I mean, walls painted, the bottom part's all sand and cement for cleaning up. Look at the straw down here. Now look at the skylights for the horses, all to do with the stars. It's amazing, isn't it? Fascinating stuff. So remember this place. Come down to visit it, the National Stud in County Kildare. So this here is the Stallions exercise area. There's all different little paddocks all around here, and they're taken out every single day to be exercised, allowed into the lovely green pastures in the paddocks here. So I see a couple of horses just down here, stallions down here. So what a beautiful environment for horses to live in. Absolutely fantastic. Hello, what's your name? What's your name? You're not talking, no? If you want to get your foal serviced by this guy here, it'll cost you €9,000. €9,000? What a stud, huh? What a stud. Good man. Good man. Yep. So if you want your mare serviced by this guy here, it'll cost you €6,000. €6,000. His name is Dragon Pulse, and the guy over here, it's a mad kind of a name. Kind of sounds a bit kind of Italian, but his price is only, I don't know if you can see him over here. His price is only €1,000. So this horse here was born here at the Irish National Stud, and she was sold in Tattersalls, UK for 200,000 guineas. Don't ask me how much that is, right? So at the end of her racing career, it's saying here, Flaming Princess will retire to the Irish National Stud to begin her new career as a brood mare. This is an enchanting little garden, I have to say. The Japanese gardens. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely trees, lovely plants, lovely stonework, a little stream going through the garden. Yeah, stepping stones. It's just lovely. Yeah, so really enjoyed my afternoon in the Irish National Stud and the Japanese Gardens. Beautiful place to come. I recommend it to anybody. It's a bit pricey though. I think it's €13 if you don't book it online. So by the time you pay petrol to come here, pay the tolls on the motorway, and if you're better off bringing your own sandwiches and tea, I think. But it's still worth a trip. It's beautiful little garden here, Japanese gardens, and I really was fascinated by the National Stud, even though I'm not into horse racing, but I do like horses. So it's a great day. That's it really. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, bye. Just making a stop here on my way home in the Curragh in County Kildare. It just seems to be a big, massive, open green space. I don't know who owns it, but people are allowed to walk here, and I see runners here and stuff. And over in the distance is the Curragh, where they hold the Irish derby, the horse racing, the derby. And behind me here, just in the woods back there, is I don't know if it's the headquarters of the Irish Army, but it's a massive big army camp just behind me here in the woods. So I'm just stopping here. It's full of sheep. There's sheep all over the place here, which is cool. So yeah, I see loads of people out here walking. There's big tracks across the green here. So just that's nice and hot. It's hot since this morning. Just having a cup of tea. Oh, that is hot. That's what you want. Nice hot cup of tea for me. Yeah, so that was a very interesting day in the National Stud and Japanese Gardens. Really interesting, I have to say. I have here a turkey sandwich. Turkey. So good. You just can't beat a cup of tea, so you can't. Sitting out in a big field in Ireland with no one around, only sheep. Fantastic. That was a lovely cup of tea you had there in the car. Should have just sit out here in the big fields. There must be about 500 to 1,000 acres here. Oh, it's lovely here in the sunshine. I think it's about 6 o'clock now in the evening, so I'm going to hang on here for a while until the major traffic is gone, you know, because it'll be busy heading back towards Dublin. I don't want to get stuck in traffic, so I'm going to hang on here for a while. Don't know if you can hear me now because there's a wind here in the big fields, and I don't know if you can see over here because the sun is shining here, right? But over there is where they hold the Irish Derby every year. flat racing, right? So the creme de la creme of horse racing people from Ireland and England and Europe and all over the world meet here for the Irish Derby. You'll have the top horses in the world here, racing here. It's a real money day out for the money people, just over here. So that's, and the noise you can hear, I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background here. There's a motorway here, the M7, that goes down in the southwest direction, cuts right across Ireland, Southern Ireland, right? Going from Dublin, if you want to go to Limerick, Shannon Airport, Clare, or continue on towards Kerry. And then as you go further on down the M7, there's a split off onto a motorway, I think it's the M9, and that'll bring you down to Cork. So the noise in the distance there is all the traffic heading home from work. That's actually one of the busiest arteries in the country, road arteries in the country. A very, very busy road. As I said, it goes from Dublin all the way cross country at an angle, southwest angle, all the way to the southern part of Ireland. So that's what you can hear in the distance. It's lovely and sunny here. Lovely and sunny. It is 6:30 in the evening here, and I'm surrounded by sheep all around me. And I had a cup of tea and a few sandwiches there, and it was just great. I'm just going to sit here for a little while and chill, and then I'm going to stroll back to the car and have another cup of tea, and then I'm going to head home. So yeah, as I keep saying, get out into the country, get out into the fresh air, get out into nature, get away from the hustle and bustle of life, and you know, the TV and all the negativity, and yeah, just get away from it all and just try your best to just get out and unwind your mind and chill and relax and take in the nature that's around you. That's all you can do, isn't it?